Usually I'm gunning for a goal, a mark on a test, a record in the gym, something like that. But time after time, I'm struggling towards it. I finally achieve it, and I feel amazing. But then all of a sudden, I'm just off to the next goal. It's almost as if I've been working super hard for weeks, potentially months, to achieve this goal, and I finally got it, and it feels amazing for maybe a day, a couple hours, and then I'm back to realizing that I can lift more, I can do better, I can apply myself further. And while living up to your potential is definitely a good thing, there comes a point where it's unhealthy, and I find myself never satisfied with the success I'm currently achieving. Part of it is comparison, because I know people who do better than me at school, who are stronger than me, who are more charismatic than me, who are more athletic than me. And oftentimes I'll keep comparing myself to them and feeling inadequate as a result. And that's precisely the problem. Comparison truly is the thief of joy. Now, another thing I'm guilty of is comparing myself to people who do badly. For example, if following that test analogy, if I get a really bad mark, I'll often ask the people who I know did worse than me how they did, and try to get the mark out of them when they're clearly not proud of it, just so I can feel a bit better with myself. Feel that, okay, well, I did badly, but at least I didn't do as badly as they did, so maybe I'm all right. Try the whole idea of pushing someone else down to lift myself up. And that's also problematic because, number one, it inflates your ego, and also number two, I feel as though even though I do that, in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking that I know I've asked the people who do badly than me. I know that that's not reflecting of the average, and I know, and I'm still thinking of all the people who are doing better than me. See, by comparing yourself to others, you do one of two things. You either push others down to feel good about yourself, or you push yourself down and feel jealous or envious of others, both of which are bad. So, what's the cure? Well, firstly, you need to start deriving self-fulfillment from progression. So in other words, instead of comparing what you are now to what somebody else is now, you should compare what you are now to what you were yesterday, what you were 6 months ago. If you can feel pleased with your own development, you won't feel the need to compare as much. You'll be satiated with your own fulfillment, your own growth. So oftentimes I'll feel like I'm not getting any stronger, and then I'll look at what I was doing 6 months ago, and then I realize, like, whoa, I've made a lot of progress, and not enough that I give myself credit for. And this isn't some sort of way in which you're just filling up your ego and thinking that you're amazing and you're the best. That's not the goal of this, but it's just to realize the progress you've made, primarily. Now, there is a place for positive comparison, but it's a way that you can inspire personal growth and to level up with yourself. Don't get me wrong, it's just within a certain boundary, a certain restriction. So the easiest way to tell is if it's positive comparison, you'll be feeling inspired to develop more, and if it's negative comparison, you'll feel deflated and you'll feel unmotivated, demotivated, and worthless. Because of the naturally different rates of progression we all have, genetics play a big role. I'll go back to the gym analogy. People grow muscle at different rates, or people learn things at different rates. It's really careless to compare yourself with somebody else, given that their rate of progression is completely different, slower or faster than yours. It doesn't make sense. I keep saying you have to compare yourself with yourself. And lastly, you should build confidence in yourself. Again, not your ego, but you should be aware of your own achievements, your own progression, and just recognize that. And that will help take the power out of comparison. I hope this video was helpful. Yeah, thanks for watching.